Recently, I was given a very rare opportunity to be lazy. I'm a big fan of taking shortcuts when they're presented, but this was some next level sloth. We describe return on investment in terms of risk and reward. High risk, high reward, but this was completely beyond any of that. We are talking zero risk, full reward, minimal effort, a win on all fronts. And I passed on that opportunity. Here's what happened. I'm currently competing in the Toastmasters International Speech Competition. If you're not familiar with how it works, you're about to get a quick primer. Think of high school athletics, right? There are a lot of levels. Say your sport is pole vaulting. You compete and you become maybe school champion pole vaulter. Then all the schools get together and you crown a city champion pole vaulter. Then maybe all the cities get together and you have a state or provincial champion pole vaulter. And you go up and up as far as that competition goes. Toastmasters is very similar, except we don't go to school. We have clubs. The lowest level in Toastmasters is club champion. You get about 5 clubs together in an area. Those 5 club champions go at it, and you have an area champion. And then you go up and up all the way to world champion. There are currently 7 levels in the Toastmasters International Speech Competition. There's a slight wrinkle with the International Speech Competition. It has eligibility requirements. You must have completed certain things in order to throw your hat in that ring. Therefore, it is common for clubs to have very few, if any, members who are willing and eligible to compete in the International Speech Competition. To address that, there is a rule in the rulebook that states a club may determine its club champion in any manner it chooses. Practically, what that means is if your club only has one person who can compete, you don't have to go through the motions of holding a full competition. You can just say, John, you're the only one who's even able to do this, so you just go and represent us at the area level. Now, this is just an aside, but that phrase, any manner it chooses, has always amused me, because conceivably a club could come up with a way to determine its club champion that has nothing to do with public speaking skills. Perhaps a poker tournament, or whoever catches the bouquet. What about an over-the-top rope battle royal? The rules state those are all possible, and I would challenge some of the more creative and brave Toastmasters clubs out there to try some of these. By the way, if you do hold an over-the-top rope battle royal in your Toastmasters club, put that on YouTube, because I gotta see it. Let's take this out of my twisted imagination and get back to reality. Yes, a club may determine its champion in any manner it chooses, but that dispensation exists at the club level only. At the area level and every level above that, you must hold an official speaking competition according to the published rules. And that is what brings us to my opportunity for unprecedented laziness. I won my club competition and moved on to the area level. There are 4 other clubs in my area, but for some reason, none of them produced a club champion. I don't know the story there, but I was unopposed at the area competition. I effectively had a bye into the 3rd round. I say effectively because they still needed to hold a completely official area competition according to the published rules. They still needed judges, they still needed timekeepers, even if they just had one competitor. In order for me to move on to the 3rd level, I needed to give a speech and not get disqualified for violating the timing restraints. So conceivably, what I could have done was taken the virtual stage, said, "Hello everybody," just to start the clock, and then stuck my finger in my nose for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I will not demonstrate sticking my finger in my nose. Once I had figured out that I had been there long enough, I could have said, "Thank you very much, everybody. I will see you at the division level." I considered doing that, 'cause I'm really lazy, but I didn't do it. Here's why. After my club competition, I got an email from someone who was in the audience that night. He thanked me for my speech because it had been an immense help. It caused him to realize some important things in his life, and he was already, that very night, making changes to address them. When I remembered his email, I thought, what if somebody just like him tunes into the area competition and really needs to hear the message I could have delivered? And instead, all he got was 4.5 minutes of me with my finger in my nose. To paraphrase Darren LaCroix, who is the 2001 world champion of public speaking, think about all the people in this world who have roughly the same knowledge and experiences that you do. We'll say that set of people is, I don't know, that big. But the number of people who have the speaking skills and willingness to get up on stage to speak on those subjects, that's just a small subset of that larger group. If you're a speaker, you exist in this subset. Now, imagine all the people out there who desperately need to hear the message that only this small subset of people is capable of delivering. Every time you get on stage, one of those vast number of people out there could be in your audience, and they may never get another opportunity to hear your message again. That is why we speak, or perhaps I should say, that is why you ought to speak like it matters every chance you get. Because somebody out there who desperately needs to hear the message that only you can deliver might never get the opportunity to hear your message again. That is why I passed up the opportunity to be lazy at the area competition. Keep it tuned here to lastrites.com for more speaking tips. That's last-writes.com. And if you follow me on social media, sign up for my email newsletter, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will be made aware of all my new videos as they become available. And together we, that's you and I, we will lay boring speeches to rest by giving them the last rites. If you do hold an over-the-top rope battle royal in your Toastmasters Club, put that on YouTube because I gotta see it.